Welcome back as we continue on our polar journey. So we just finished up converting points. Now we're going to look at converting equations. Whoa. So for this, we need to remember that our formulas. So x is our cosine theta, y is our sine theta, and then the other way, r is the square root of x squared plus y squared, and theta is the tangent inverse of y over x. Okay, so whenever we are going to convert from rectangular to polar, so right now all of these equations have x and y, but I want them to have r and theta. Whenever you're getting a polar form, you have to get it in the notation r equals something. That's going to be the goal. So let's look at number 1. First I have an x. I need to get rid of the x. So I'm going to use r cosine theta. So I'm going to say r cosine theta equals 3. So now I have x and y gone, and it's in polar form, but I need to get into r equals. So I'm going to divide by the cosine of theta. And then I'm just going to simplify, because to bring cosine to the numerator, she becomes secant. And there you go. Okay, let's do another one. X squared plus y squared, that's right here, I know is r squared. Well, if r squared is 16, then r is 4. Wow, this is so easy. Let's keep going. Number 3, so I have an x and a y. So I'm going to use r cosine theta and r sine theta. So 3 r cosine theta plus 5 r sine theta equals 7. Okay, got to get r by itself. R is in both of these terms, so I'm going to factor her on out. So now I have r times all of this. So to get r by itself, we're going to divide all of this. And that's good enough for me. It's in r equals, sister. So we are done. Woohoo! Okay, number 4. I'm going to change x into r cosine theta. I'm going to put it in parentheses because I need to square it. Y is r sine theta. Okay, let's distribute the squared. So r squared cosine squared. And now I see both sides have an r, so I'm going to divide both sides by r to get rid of one of them. And then I'll divide by cosine squared to get r by itself. And then just for fun, to get rid of my fraction, well, equals r. Okay, there we go. I can do it. Cute. Okay, so we got x squared and y squared we know is r squared. And then y we know is r sine theta. So again, both sides have r, so let's just divide both sides by r. And we did it. Yay! Okay, so that was rectangular to polar. Now let's look at polar to rectangular. Okay, we have theta is 30 degrees. So I'm gonna take, whenever I see theta, I put the tangent to both sides because I can't do anything unless I get tangent on it. So what you do to one side, you gotta do to the other side. That's what makes this legal. Okay, well I know that tangent theta is just y over x. And I know that tangent 30 is 1 over root 3 from our unit circle. Now there is no form that you have to use for rectangular. As long as you get it into x and y, you're good. But I do want to simplify this a little bit because I can just cross multiply here. And then what are we going to do from here, David? Oh, you said rationalize? Good job. Yay. Okay, number 2. R is negative secant theta. Well, there is no inverse trig functions here, so I'm going to change secant back into cosine. And now I'm going to multiply by cosine. And now I notice that, well, r cosine theta is just x. Cool. All right, I'm gonna notice that number 3 looks a lot like this. So I'm basically going backwards from what we had earlier. So I'm gonna cross multiply where I take r and distribute it into both of these. So this will be 4r cosine theta plus 6r sine theta equals the 5. So I multiply over there. So I know this is x, this is y. And I got it. Keep it going. I'm going to do the same thing where I multiply across, distributing that r. Okay, when I have r by itself, I'm using this. So the square root of x squared plus y squared. Minus r cosine theta is just x, and equals 1. So it's an x and y, so that can be my answer. Same thing here, distributing that r. So this will be 2 square root minus r sine theta is y. And I got rid of the r and the theta, so cool. Okay, so that's how you convert. The next couple of pages is what you're just working on. Here's your homework for this section. You also have just a review where I have one page where you're converting points and converting equations. So go ahead and work on page 8 and 9, and then check your work in Schoology. Ta-ta!